It's time to duel. Don't you have any music or anything? Where's our music? I'm not seeing anything come up on the stream manager. Maybe? Someone just said A.
I'll pull it up.
Oh, someone said hi.
Oh, I think we're here. Yeah, it shows you
There
live.
it goes. Okay. For some reason, it just wasn't refreshing there.
Classic.
Yeah, here we are. Well. Look at us. Let me turn that off. So, yeah, wow. Here we are in the official Go My Favorite Sports Team studio.
Woo!
It's done.
Wow, that was just my voice being
Woo!
awful.
It's done. Ladies and gentlemen,
No,
it is
that's
done.
a lie. It's still under
It's
construction.
done.
It's under
Finally,
construction.
after months of waiting, we are here in the finished version of the studio with no one to thank but ourselves.
Yeah, totally. There weren't workers here until midnight making sure the panels were back up just for us to do this. And
Yeah.
wiring's totally done, and the lights are all set up. And we have our brand new desk that we built. What else? What else was there that we added? Oh, we've got a sweet big screen TV.
Sweet big screen TV.
We have a trap door for guests to pop out of. All of the things.
All of the things. And we have you to thank for that. Thank you so much for being here. You really supported us through the thick and thin. Man, it's been a weekend, you know.
You're telling me my voice is gone. I broke my toe.
You broke it.
I broke
You
it.
actually broke it. I forgot completely about that.
Yeah, so what ended up happening right in the joint,
Yeah.
there's a piece of bone that's just like, God, I'm out of here.
Where did it go?
It's floating around in there somewhere.
What do you mean? It just, I'm out of here. Where did it go?
Listen, when I saved that dog from the car, I think the car stole it and ran off with it.
Yeah.
That's totally what happened. So I was actually at Disney and riding on one of those little scooter things on Friday. It was great.
Okay, cool. And then what happened?
And then I wrecked the scooter and almost fell into a lake.
Great. And then what happened?
Then I walked on it and it was not. Yeah, I'm not supposed to walk on it.
Change.
I'm not supposed to sit on my foot.
Change.
I am not supposed to pee in my toe holes.
Thank you.
What was that?
That's the alert.
And that's why we set up the computer's audio for when we didn't know what was going to be happening to that. Yes, we are here for a charity live stream for St. Jude, and there's going to be a lot of things going on that I don't understand. For those of you who don't know, this is Tyler. And if you don't know this is Tyler, what's wrong with you?
Oh, did you start recording as well?
Oh, shit. Hang on. It doesn't want to record. It's not recording.
I don't know why.
I don't know why either. This is a new thing, but I don't know why it's not recording. But is there a card in there? There's no card in. There's no card in. There's no card in there, is there? There's no card.
Shit.
Shit.
I don't know which card is the correct card now because I put it. Listen. It was 3:00 in the morning. I'm gonna have to test and find the cards. That's why it's not recording.
That's why it's not recording. All right. So we are professional streamers and professional podcasters and professional internet personalities that everyone knows and is very forgiving of, because for all the time that we have collectively spent doing this as a profession, we still haven't learned anything, which I think is not a reflection on our intelligence. It is a reflection on the community that we have built. And therefore, it is just as much your fault as ours.
I found the right SD card in the first try.
All right. Hang on. We need some. Hold on.
Look at Mark's rippling
Thank
muscles on
you.
his back. Oh, thank you. That funny Jesus guy. Thank you for the $10 donation to the kids of St.
Thank
Jude.
you. Thank you very much.
So to give you guys a prep, we're actually supposed to be
Thank
live
you.
with a group at 12:00 Pacific time.
It wants to format it. Wait, it doesn't say I have to format it. Let me try recording. It really wants to format it. It wants to format that card.
Why would it want to format it?
Have you dumped everything on the card?
Yeah, but I want to make sure.
I'm gonna format it.
No.
Put a poll up. Put a poll up. Put a poll if we should format it or
No,
not.
because it could be
No.
the video of my mom.
We're gonna. Let's not format it. Let's not format it. Let's definitely not format it at all. That'd be a terrible idea. Whose idea was that? Let's definitely not do that.
This might be the correct SD card.
You said you got it first try. Now double check it.
I just double checked this one.
All right, cool. What did you check in the first one? How did you even determine?
They were both labeled as Rodecaster, and I don't know why.
I don't know.
Because it's probably detecting the output. This one is definitely the correct one.
Definitely. We've
should
been
not.
assured.
I literally did the double deck.
What?
I did a dang.
Okay, it looks good. That one does not want to
Thank
format it. It should be
you.
fine. And roll. Hey, there we go.
Yes.
Now we have it. Again, we are professional at everything we do. You two seem quiet. I don't know how
Thank
we are.
you.
What does OBS say our levels
We're
are?
at minus 15 when we talk, so we should be fine.
Thank
It
you.
should, well, I mean, I aim for -6 usually.
You want me?
for average.
You want me to? You want to pump it up then?
How much leeway do
Thank
you have to pump it up?
you.
Because I can pump it up.
I have
here.
it all the way up, so pump it up there.
I'm nudging it. How's
Keep
that?
talking.
Keep talking.
You can keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Usually, like,
Okay, we're pretty good now.
yeah, TV and stuff. I like to be in the middle of the yellow bar when I'm
Yeah,
talking.
that's about where we are. I'm weirdly louder than you now in my headphones.
I can turn that down a bit. There. How's that?
That's better.
Okay. Yes. Again, once again, professional streamers here
Thank
for a good
you.
cause. Thank you very much. This is a St. Jude charity stream. You guys haven't heard from Tyler in a while, so why don't you
Thank
give him a catch up
you.
on everything that you have been up to lately?
Well, according to the internet,
Thank
these are the things that
you.
happened. When my mom died, I moved back to Ohio. That never happened. I stayed living in
Thank
LA.
you.
Okay.
A lot of people thought I died. I
Mhm.
didn't die or get revived. There was
Thank
no necromancy
you.
involved.
R.I.P. buddy.
Thank you. COVID happened. I'm immunocompromised, which is why
you.
we hadn't seen each other.
Mhm.
You were busy with Unisonus. I was busy trying to get my
Thank
acting reel and other
you.
stuff together and streaming on my Twitch channel.
Yes.
And then we both were down
Thank
in
you.
Texas filming In Space with Markiplier. I was there for almost the whole time.
Thank you.
Filming BTS amongst with a collective group and being a part of that, which was
Wait,
great.
the thank you is apparently so loud. On our end, it's controlled. Is it
Oh.
on your end not controlled?
I
Sure,
can
yeah.
turn it down.
They've been
Thank
blasted with thank
you.
yous so hard.
You're getting all the blasted thank yous.
I thought this was controlling your computer's audio, but apparently not.
It does not because it's capturing from the
Well, you might
computer
want to
and
lower because it's
Oh,
still
I-
quite loud.
I lowered it quite a bit.
Uh,
It is quite lowered.
that's better. That's better. Okay, apparently that's better. So we are not in control of the sounds. This is actually put together by
It's St. Jude and CBS Sports
St.
who we're
Jude's
working
CBS
with.
Sports. So this is official. Go My Favorite Sports Team is now affiliated with CBS Sports. That's why we are the #1 sports podcast in the world.
It's one event, Mark. It's because
It's the first of many. You got to think
Yes,
big. You got to think
yes.
about towards the future. You guys and all of your supports, the thank yous echo in our souls because you guys have pushed Go My Favorite Sports Team into the #1 sports podcast in the world. We will fight anybody that disagrees. We will fight them in the arena of sport of their choice. It's a lot of thank yous going on.
yeah, there are. I mean, that's the goal right now. So this isn't actually the official event yet.
Yeah.
The official event starts in
Can
an
you
hour.
mute the thank you?
You want me to mute the thank yous?
Can
I'll
you
mute
just
them. They're
mute the
muted.
Thank you.
We should be no.
I still heard it.
I don't know how to mute them.
How do you not know how to mute them?
I
Is it like for the stream? Is it muted or is it now not muted for us? Because I can mute it on here.
You got to mute it.
Mute.
I muted it for the stream. I'll unmute it for the stream. Oh, maybe yeah.
No, don't unmute it for the stream.
Okay.
They don't want to hear the thank yous.
Okay, fine.
They see the thank yous popping up, and if there ever comes a time that we need to hear the thank yous, then we will hear the thank yous. Maybe.
Fair.
We'll leave it up to them. We'll do a poll. Should we leave the thank yous in, and also should we format that SD card without looking?
I
No
also
scope, 360 no scope. Format that SD card. Put that poll up.
I
Oh,
can't.
wait,
I can't
it's my,
control.
Hang on, wait. How do I do a poll here? Here we go. Poll.
/
manage
poll in chat.
All right, no, I'm on the widget. Hang on. Okay. All right, new poll. Here we go. All right. Thank you, question mark. Leave the thank you in. Take the thank you out. 360 no scope format. Precious memories. Format. Nah, it's too many characters. Format SD.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Duration 2 minutes. Start poll.
So to run you through this event, St. Jude and CBS Sports work together. We are going to be going live at 12 o'clock and doing a fantasy football draft with quite a list of other people. Why did this pop up?
I don't know.
Anyway, but we are going to be on there with Action Jackson, McLaffy Taffy, Good Game Bro, Caliverse, Robbie, and Warchant Ricky, I think, are all part of the league.
Warchant Ricky, that's a good name.
And so we are going to be going live with them at 12 o'clock. Originally it was going to be on the GMFST YouTube channel, but I never have gone live on YouTube before.
Yeah.
Didn't realize that when you do stuff, there's a 24-hour waiting period until you can actually go live.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting.
Very interesting.
Why do they do that? Because Twitch, it's like you create an account and you're like, bam, you're in.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just like it's some safeguard that they put in later. You also can't stream unless you have a certain number of subscribers, but it's something about setting up the deeper levels of the account for your YouTube channel, because anyone can make a YouTube account, but then when you start to do the live streams and monetization processes, you need to go into that, and because there needs to be all these copyright claim stuff, they need to have someone to go to if you do end up streaming copyright stuff, because it's harder for them to analyze copyrighted streams than it is to do VODs. So they need to know who you are and also to trace it back.
It also makes sense for just as a general safeguard, because if there's not a subscription like sub level to be able to access Go Live, it might be something to protect people from just creating accounts to go live and stream inappropriate content.
Yeah, who would do that? Who would do that? Anyway, here comes the inappropriate content. Do you want the orc massage game I was playing yesterday, or do you want another straight up porn game out of Steam? that video is still not age restricted, by the way.
Are you serious?
It is not age restricted. Yeah,
that's crazy.
It is. It is demonetized. People did notice that. It was, well, not demonetized, lewd for ads, right? Not suitable for all advertisers.
Oh, I can't have my Subway ad on your lewd content,
which is strange because everything is so explicitly censored. However, I will say, even through the mosaic blur, like, goddamn, like, I cannot believe that thumbnail is still flying. I cannot believe it. And here's an even funnier stat. Usually when I play games, because a lot of people watch my videos, the games that I play, they'll get a bump in sales, right?
Yeah.
Guess where Orc Massage is on Steam's top seller chart? Actually, I'll get even more accurate information.
I feel like you've cracked like the top 50.
Me? I have?
No, their game has since you posted that video.
Yeah. Let's see. Current global top selling games. Looks like it's gone down. Yesterday at its peak, it was at number 11 in the world.
What?
For top selling games. Like, I think it cracked the top 10, but I was not there to witness it. Right now it's at 37. But yes, that is probably the most successful that one of my videos has pushed people to making a game, which I want to call all of you out for being such perverted perverts going to play a lewd game, unless you were there playing it as a celibate orc, in which you were an upstanding orc just trying to get by, and all of these elves and bird ladies and tiger ladies just keep throwing themselves at you, and then applause to you for being such a goddamn Chad and so handsome. And I get it, like, it's troublesome. You just can't get them to take you seriously. No. And that's a problem. That is a problem.
It's a major problem.
Unless you got it for the porn, and then shame on you. But also, I don't know if I am one to judge.
You know what? My belief is anybody can judge. It's just nobody should listen to said judgment.
I'm not going to listen to that. So I'll also want to say thank you to all the people who have donated so far. For those who don't know, there's a command in chat. I think it's !charity that'll pull up a link to go to the Tiltify page to donate to St. Jude. This is for fantasy football.
Yes.
which is something that I don't really know and understand, and I don't get it all. I don't get it. I don't get fantasy football. I don't understand it. I don't know why people do it. I don't know anything about it.
Well, I'll give you a brief overview because we have such limited time. I can't run through the full primer episode live.
Right, sure.
But what I can do is, first of all, ask you what you know about fantasy football to begin.
Okay, I'll explain it. All right. So everyone who don't know what this is, so Tyler and I, we run a podcast called Go My Favorite Sports Team. Actually, it's pronounced Go My Favorite Sports Team. You don't need to yell. Your voice
I'm
is
sorry,
fine.
you're right.
Yeah. And so we talk about sports. The thing is, and you probably know this about me, I don't know. Actually, I know a lot more about sports since we started this, but I don't follow sports. I still don't watch sports, and I don't know anything about that. And I don't know fantasy football that well. But I do know it's people play pretend, right? It's playing pretend. It is playing pretend. Is it not playing pretend?
There's a reason why it's called fantasy football. It's fair.
It's
you're playing
LARPing
pretend.
for sports fans.
Less action oriented. You don't get to go out and actually play like
So
backyard
it's
football.
boring LARPing.
No,
it's
no.
Dungeons and Dragons for football fans.
So it's the way I like to think about it. It's analytical statistical analysis.
Nerd.
sports fans.
Nerd. Nerd.
John.
Analytical statistical analysis.
That you're
Nerd.
able to pretend to be a manager of a team and be able to have like an all-star cast. Because the best way to do it is like if you're saying it's LARPing, Madden would be more like LARPing when you create your own team.
Okay.
That would be more equivalent. So fantasy sport is a type of game often played using the internet where participants assemble imaginary or virtual teams composed of proxies of real players of a professional sport.
Nerd.
And so the teams compete based on statistical performance of their players in actual games. So, like, if I have a running back and he runs in for a touchdown, that counts as 6 points. Running backs usually get 1 point for 10 yards, and then receivers is 1 point for 25 yards, I think. Oh, no, it's 1 point per yard for the run. I got to remember how to do the point system. I haven't played fantasy sports that much myself.
I think what happens is you pick your players on your team and then you get a bunch of D20 and you roll.
Yes, 100%. That's exactly what it is. It's like Dungeons and Dragons, but sports.
Right. But also, there's a betting component, right? There's a financial component to
Not
this as
always.
well. Not always?
Not always. So a lot of leagues, the way that I like to play is you don't put down stakes. It often has some sort of gambling involved, but it doesn't have to be stakes. So usually what it is, it's like you play amongst your friends and then whoever loses has a punishment. Which, like, I saw a recent one. I sent it to you on Instagram. A guy lost the fantasy football league last year. And so before the fantasy football draft, which is what we're going to be doing in about an hour, a little less, is they come up with some sort of stakes.
Okay.
And so he had to go on a romantic dinner with a stuffed animal. Like, it's just...
That's not so bad.
I know.
What is so bad about that?
No, but it's just a funny thing. So, like, different stuff, people have had to do stuff. A lot of times people have to wear a jersey of, like, their least favorite team. Like, you make me wear a Tom Brady jersey.
These are such pitiful punishments.
I mean, this is
These are
just stuff
such
that examples
wimpy
of. Like,
punishments.
there's crazier stuff that people have done, but these are just examples that I've seen recently and know about. Generally
Okay,
speaking.
that's fair. Okay, so either if it's for money, there usually is some. It's just like a bunch of friends trying to make something interesting, right?
Correct.
So it's not really like something so essential, but to other people, they do take it more seriously. There is betting, which confuses me because I always thought that sports betting was illegal.
So there's an actual like Supreme Court. I think it was a state Supreme Court that said that fantasy sports gambling is not illegal. It's not sports gambling. Like, it went into a different section.
Okay.
But it's become a massive industry in the sport world to where there's fantasy sports. Like, football is the most well known, but there's fantasy soccer, there's fantasy baseball. Like, there's like the original fantasy sport, believe it or not, was golf.
Yeah. Really? Golf?
Yeah.
Why golf?
Yeah. Because it was just based on, you would pick whoever, like, multiple golfers, and then whoever had the lowest score, because, you know, golf goes in the negative, between all those golfers collectively, they won.
So
it's
you're
per event.
just betting on the winner.
but you're not, because you need to collectively have the best golfers. Like, it's not just one. You have 5, so you have to
picking 5. This is just sports betting with extra steps.
Yeah, it's just like a weird loophole, it seems like.
What it reminds me of, did you see The Big Short?
Yes.
Movie? So you remember that part in the movie where they're explaining the whole thing that caused the mortgage collapse, right? They're talking about this ring of people around a poker table, and what it is, they're not betting on the poker table themselves because they're already betting on the stakes and there's money in hand. They're going around like, I bet you $100 billion that guy's gonna hit his next card. And it's like, then it's, I bet you that guy's going to get his bet of the $100 million. And then someone else is like, I'll take that bet. And if he gets that and that table over there gets that, that's betting in fantasy football and sports, right?
Seemingly, yeah.
Seemingly, I think accurately.
If you do actual betting in sports, which is really interesting because it's supposed to be illegal, but in Nevada it's kind of not, because they're able to bet on the games and players' performance and stuff like that. A lot of stuff has changed. Like the NFL used to not allow it, now it's allowed, and
NFL allows
in
betting
Nevada,
in the sport
to a degree. Yeah, to a degree. Like you can pick over-unders, winners, all of that.
Okay, and in the age of the internet, what's to stop a company from being like formed in? I see a smile.
It's loopholes, man.
So if you form a company in Nevada, but you operate on the internet outside of that state, you are beholden to the laws of the state in which the company is formed in headquarters, and therefore anyone in the country could skirt the laws of any other state.
Yeah, because all of these laws were made before the advent of the internet, and so they haven't, much like everything moves slow in government, they haven't updated stuff with relation to dealing with the internet.
And it's not like I'm fundamentally opposed to this, but it just seems it seems kind of dumb. Like, I don't mean to mock fantasy football as a whole. I'm talking like the betting aspect. I get like wanting to cheer on your favorite teams and like finding a fun game. People make games out of anything, right? People go here, there with games and all these things. And I get the fantasy football aspect. When it comes to sports betting, it's just like, man, I don't really like gambling personally. I mean, you know me. I don't. Really, I'm not going to the casino all the time. If I'm going to the casino, one game I play?
It's the 100.
It's 100 play poker, video poker. I don't do anything else but it, because it evens out the most, and it's just like you see all the numbers go, and it's like, oh, and I play pennies, so it's like I'm chucking in like pennies at a time. Like I don't feel the need to pull a slot handle and be like, I don't feel the need to like put it all on red and then, I don't know. I don't know how craps works or anything like that.
I know how it works, but it's also like it's fun. So the reason why I like craps is because when you sit there, if you have a group of friends, you're just all cheering each other on, whoever's shooting, which is throwing the dice if you don't understand craps. But it's just like a collective like group effort. It's not the actual gambling itself that's fun. It's just the people and being like, yeah, I rolled that number. Woo!
I mean, yeah, there's been weirder things to cheer about. I can't understand that. I do, and I think that could be fun if you like doing it in a group. But usually there's only like 100 play poker machine in an entire casino, and it's in like the darkest, dingiest corner and like the way back. So like it's just like I'm so secluded, and I've only done this like maybe 3 or 4 times in my life, go to a casino to do this. It's usually when a group is going. So no one think that you're just going to find me in the back room of a casino somewhere in a dark corner playing 100 play. But
I mean, we went to Vegas the one time, but we wanted to see Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, exactly.
We went and saw the Beatles Love Show, which was really fun.
It was really good stuff, yeah. Those are way better ways to blow your money than just like blasting on a gambling machine.
Yeah.
But in this particular instance of today, we are not doing any like financial component.
Correct. It's all for the kids of St. Jude.
Yeah, the charity aspect is completely separate from it. So what are the stakes of this particular league that we're forming today?
I mean, there's going to be like little punishments here and there. There's trophies. So the loser gets like a little itty bitty little baby trophy.
Do we all get
like
trophies?
There's like a wrestling belt for the winner of the league.
Oh.
There's little things that throughout, like if you lose in this week, we might have to do like an ice bath or like little minor fun things. There's also cool things and incentives that'll be up when we go live at 12 where people can donate and affect our draft. Like they'll force us to draft just tight ends, or we have less time to make our pick of which player we think is going to be good.
Well, I'm not going to take any time at all. I'm going
Yeah.
to poll the audience. I'm going to flip a coin. I'm going to. You think I'm going to put any brain power into this?
Okay, yeah, but I have the scoring for you because you're just drafting players that are playing in the NFL. So
Okay,
you're going to pick
cool.
a quarterback, or 2 running backs generally, and stuff like that. But scoring, offensive scoring, basically every 25 passing yards is worth a point. Every passing touchdown is worth 6 points. Passing yards are receiving yards is 1 point for every 10 yards. Interceptions are -2 yards or -2 points. Fumble loss is -2 points. Rushing yards is 1 point for every 10 yards. Rushing touchdowns is also 6 points. Usually passing touchdowns was 4 in my system. Receptions are 1 point. Mark's falling asleep. And rushing touchdowns are their score thing. They just repeated themselves. This is a terrible website. Kicker points, extra point is 1 point. Missed extra point is -2. Field goal between 17 and 39 yards is 3 points. 40 plus is 4. 50 plus is 5. 60 plus is 6. Missed field goals is -2. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. But that's just like your standard PPR league.
Standard PP league.
Yep. Good old PP league, my man.
Okay. So, all these sports nerds that are going to be on the stream with us, like, how much am I allowed to mock them before they start crying and peeing their pants?
Literally, I don't know because I'm meeting them just like you, so you can test the waters as much as you like.
I mean, everyone knows that sports nerds are the biggest pee-pee, poopy pants babies, biggest nerds, like biggest losers around. And honestly, like, I'm not one to push stereotypes. I want to like welcome them, but my instinct is just to like mercilessly mock them.
Fair.
I will try my best, but you know how it is with jocks, you know.
Yeah, they're the bottom tier of all high school.
We know this to be true.
I was one of them. You lifted me up.
I know.
You brought me out of the depths of
I tried,
horror.
man. I tried, but look, you've got all that sporty uncoolness through you. Not like us marching band people.
As you sit there wearing "Go My Favorite Sports Team" merch.
Yeah, well, that's because it's really good merch. I wish I had the hat. You know, I haven't got the hat in yet, but you know, it's someday soon.
Someday.
It's a good hat. If you go to store.gmfst.com, you'll
Also, there should be a new merch item at 12 o'clock today.
At
Should
12 o'clock
drop.
now.
I don't know if it's up yet, but it's the shirt you requested.
Oh, hell yeah.
The one that matches the hat.
The eye finger sports.
The eye finger
I
sports.
love that one so much.
It also has hashtag GMFST on the sleeve too, which is really cool. It's just a simple black t-shirt.
So cool, man. It's
Listen,
so cool.
listen. We got the coolest merch. It's for all the non-sports nerds that are becoming sports nerds.
Tyler froze. He froze. Everybody froze.
That's a great frozen look. Why is it freezing?
I don't know. Who knows?
I wonder if it'll work with my deactivate, reactivate.
It might. In the meantime, thank you to the people that have donated a cumulative $2,654.31 to St. Jude Creator Fantasy League, which all goes towards St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, which if you have seen any of our charity streams in the past or any charity streams on Twitch, you probably know what it is. But St. Jude Children's Research Hospital is a hospital that provides service and treatment for kids at no cost to parents. And so it's all entirely funded through donations so that the kids can get great care without having to worry about being buried under medical bills. And it's only able to sustain this through generous donations like the ones you're doing. We are not receiving anything from this. All of it is going towards it, and we will also be making contributions to this cause as well.
I'm forever invisible.
Okay, well, I guess it's just me now, guys. What unplug, replug?
Yeah, I'll try that.
Maybe switch. No, you can't because the other one, USB-C.
Yeah.
Unplug, replug. So it's just me here. Tyler's nerdiness got to him. He finally got consumed by his uncoolitude. The aura just kind of collapsed in on himself like a black hole. The gravity of his not coolness really exuded. I have some articles here that Pam, lead researcher of Distractable, have provided here. that I think might be worthy of going over. Ooh, interesting. I actually have heard of this one. So Tyler, wherever you might be, miss you, buddy. According to New Scientist, an article by Andy Coughlin, natural-born painkiller found in human saliva. Saliva from humans has yielded a natural painkiller up to 6 times more powerful than morphine, researchers say. The substance, dubbed opioorphin, may spawn a new generation of natural painkillers that relieve pain as well as morphine, but without the addictive and psychological side effects of the traditional drug. When the researchers injected a pain-inducing chemical into rats' paws, 1 milligram of opioorphin per kilogram of body weight achieved the same pain-killing effect as 3 milligrams of morphine. The substance was so successful at blocking pain that, in a test involving a platform of upended pins, the rats needed 6 times as much morphine as opioorphin to render them oblivious to the pain of standing on the needle points. Tyler, are you back yet?
It came back. Thank you. It came back, and then it froze immediately again.
All right. Well, either way, this is something that I've always thought about because I heard that, you always hear the expression lick your wounds. And in the wild, you see animals whenever they have like a wound or something like that, they lick it, right? And I knew that there was some kind of antimicrobial effect of that. Like saliva does have a benefit to that. It's why mouth wounds, if you ever cut or bite your lip or anything like that, that wound will heal so much faster than a cut on the exterior of your body. Number one, it's because there's a lot of like white blood cells in your mouth. There's also a lot of bacteria in your mouth, like number two, which would sound counterintuitive that it would be good. But I've always heard this adage of licking your wounds, and I was wondering if there was something there. So, like, the fact that there's this painkiller in saliva that could work is a fascinating experience, I'm guessing. But also, I just love the fact that they were shooting rats up with morphine and other painkillers and making them stand on a bed of nails. This sounds like a really contrived experiment.
Yeah. I'm totally not trying to fix something and tuning you out at all.
Yeah, definitely not. That's okay. I'll just talk into the void. Hey. Hi, Void. How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to the very professional stream where we definitely know what we're doing all the time. We're here back at it again with some incredible action. Don't know how Tyler hasn't solved it yet.
Because apparently it's a Microsoft issue. I need to turn off USB select suspend.
Ah, interesting. That would be in your power management options.
Thank you.
I'm getting there.
Well, in the meantime, if there are any questions that people have in the audience about sports and sport-related things, I think I've learned enough about sports that I'm able to confidently answer them. So if anybody has a sport-related question, please put it in the comments, or the chat right over wherever it is, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. You can guarantee from Tyler himself that it is a 100% accurate answer. He has taught me so well over the past however many months we've been doing Go that any answer, not only do I stand by, but he stands by 100%. So who's the best quarterback? Tom Brady. Is Iron Chef a sport? I'm going to go yes, absolutely 100%. It's physical and competition-based, so therefore a sport. Baseball, question mark. I don't think it exists. I think it's a myth.
Secret fifth base. What are you talking about? We did a primer on it.
No idea what you're talking about. How do you run? Usually away. What mic do you have, Mark? It's a mediocre one. What the hell is baseball? Again, don't know what you're talking about. Is juggling a sport? Only if you're juggling with swords and you're trying to fight someone at the same time. Who's winning the Super Bowl? Us, because we might be there, apparently. Hockey, question mark. That's a sport. On ice, Canada. Very cool. Is swimming a sport? You might as well ask if drowning is a sport. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. What is sport? This podcast, that's a sport. Boot throwing, it depends on who you're throwing against. Are you throwing at someone or against someone? It's really, really the nuance that you got to check out. What about esports? I think that answers my question. Jordan or LeBron? Jorbron.
Good answer.
Thank you.
Way to be non-committal.
Yeah.
Very
No,
political.
No, I'm not non-committal. I'll say Jordan. LeBron. Pick your favorite. I don't know. Is bowling a sport? Maybe. What about hucking logs? Again, are you
Caber
hucking?
tossing?
Caber tossing? That's not a sport. Is log throwing a sport? Just answer that. Pay attention. How are the dogs? Great, thank you. They are definitely a sport. Why is sport? You know, you got to look into yourself for that answer. Fencing, definitely. These are not interesting questions about sports. This is not asking this is just asking what is a sport. These are all the same questions, so they all have the same answer, which is no. Do you follow motorsport?
Primer.
Oh, we did a primer apparently. Yeah. Yeah, these are all just is it a sport? That's not good. Let's see. Should sports be legal? Interesting. No. No, I'm not reading any of the is it a sport. No, these are terrible. NASCAR or Indy? I didn't know that they were the different things. Do I like golf? Not really. I like playing Top Golf. That's fun because it's basically a driving range, and that's cool. Why is chat not pausing anymore? Okay. How many baseball players per game are there? Per game? I don't know, but I did watch a video talking about how there's a baseball problem in baseball. Literally a baseball problem in baseball. I want to kind of look into that a bit more, but apparently the way that baseball uses baseballs in games and the excessive use of baseballs and inconsistencies between baseballs causes a lot of problems. That's something I actually do know. Who is the worst sports team? Whoever gets the Go My Favorite Sports Team first sponsorship will probably be the worst. It will be a curse on them, and them having to wear our logo on their Little League shirts will doom them forever.
Is that something we can do?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's doom a Little
Ryan,
League
if
team.
you're in chat, can we do that?
Let's doom a Little League team forever to the inadequacies of being good. Do I watch any MMA? No. In your opinion, is WWE fake? What do you mean by fake? I don't know. Yes, no. What is real? You know, it is what it is, and it's not trying to be anything else. So honestly, what is even fake? Do I like football? It's all right. Do I watch boxing? Yeah, I do actually. Why is Tyler censored? His face is so erotic that Twitch did not allow it to be broadcast. So he's too handsome for his own good. He's uglying himself up for the rest of this. WWE's athletes acting all scripted. Doesn't mean it's fake. I mean, in that aspect, would you call a movie fake? It's like of course the movie's based on the movie didn't happen and it wasn't real, but the movie itself is real. You know what I mean? It's a story, right? It's just storytelling. So what does it mean if anything's fake? Why aren't I censored? I mean, the answer is obvious. I'm too ugly. Or I'm just ugly enough to survive in the Twitch world. You know, that's what it is. I'm age restricted. Yeah, he is age restricted. Was I in the Creator Clash? No, but Ian did ask me to be, but it didn't line up. Also, I don't want to be punched in the face. Will I participate in Creator Clash 2? No, I do not want to be punched in the face. I might be involved in another way, though.
I'm back.
Hey, he's back. Look at that.
Hopefully that fixed it. I had to run through 6 different things.
Well, it's really good that you fix it in time because we have to go.
You're right. We do. It is tech check time.
So what we're going to do is we're actually going to pause. We have to stop the stream because we have to go prep. This was a pre-show to prepare for the actual show that starts at noon, but we have to go do tech checks, and we have to go connect with all these other people that are there. We'll be right back here on this stream, coming back again. You may not get the notification twice in the same day, so just check back in at noon, and we will be back in live, and then we will be streaming maybe with a bunch of other people. I will make some picks on whatever this fantasy thing is, and then we will talk more about sports and this charity. But thank you so much for raising, good God, over $3,000. So a fifth of the way there, and the stream hasn't even started. So if you want to donate, go to the link provided. Mods are typing it in chat. If you do !charity, you can find it. It'll still work even if we're offline. And yeah,
Yeah, make sure you check out those incentives because as we're drafting, you can affect what we do, how we do it, all of that stuff. If you know fantasy football, that can be a make or break moment for a team throughout the contest that's going to be going on this NFL season.
Yeah, absolutely. Whatever that means.
All right, go support the children, all of that stuff. We'll see you in like 30-ish minutes.
Yes. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.